We are continuing to work on the exercises from section 13.2, and let's take a look at number 28. 28 asks us to find the finance charge for each charge account, and the interest is calculated on the average daily balance method. So we're given the average daily balance. And this one is $450.21. $450.21, and the monthly interest rate (1.26%). So what we want to do is we want to just multiply these two together. Since we're only working with 1 month, we want to just multiply the two together, and remember our rate has to be in decimal form. So 0.0126 times $450.21. So we get $5.67 would be our interest on for this month. Alright, now 32 is much more involved. It's going to take a whole page. So let me go over to the page. And the method I'm using is pretty much outlined at the top of page 703, the solution to example 2. So you'll have a second example if you want to follow that. Now the first thing I want to do is that I want to indicate the dates. We're actually going to create two tables for this. So I want the previous balance is actually what's going to show up on January 27th. And on January 27th we had a previous balance $514.79. Okay, then on February 9th, a charge of $11.08 is made. So I'm going to add in February 9th, and I'm adding $11.08, so $514.79 plus $11.08. I'm going to keep a running balance. Is actually what we have here, our running balance. Okay, and then we go to February 13th, and something is returned, and it's $26.54. So February 13th, so we added $11.08 returning, so it's going to be minus the $26.54. So now minus 26.54. I'm just keeping the running balance, so it's now $499.33. Okay, February 20th we have a payment. So, and that payment totals $59. So we're going to subtract that from the amount owed. So we now have $440.33. And then we're to February 25th. And we have repairs, which I would assume is a charge. And that's $71.19. So I'm going to add 71.19, and we get $511.52. Okay, so that's a table that I need first of all. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to figure out how many days each balance remains. So I'm going to create a table And let's see, we'll put our dates in: January 27th, February 9th, February 13th, February 20th, and February 25th. So you may find it helpful in this case to have a calendar available. All right, so what we want to do is we want to figure the number of days from each date to the next. So from January 27th, 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm going to count this one off since it goes over the end of the month. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm getting 13 days. Okay, whoops, I need to put my balance over here. Let me make a column for that first. 514, 79. And what do we have? 13 days? I believe that's correct. Oops, I'm in February. Don't want to count that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, 13 days. Okay, and so now what we're going to do is multiply the 13 days times the 514.79. Make a column for that. Okay, so the next balance is 525.87, and that lasts from the 9th of February to the 12th, to the 13th rather. So those I can subtract. That's going to be 4 days. So I multiply 4 times 525.87. And I get 2103.48. Okay, my next balance is 499.33, and from the 13th to the 20th would be 7 days. 499.33 times 7 gives me 34.95.31. All right, our next balance is 440.33, and we're going from February 20th to the 25th, so that's 5 days. So we'll take 5 times 440.33, and that's 2201.65. And then the February 25th amount, 1152, is going to run to the 27th, which is the billing date, and the billing date is 2 days away. This was the billing date, so we know that February 27th will be the next bill date. So that's where I'm coming up with that. So 511.52 times 2 days gives us 1023.04. Okay, so if we total up our number of days, we have 13 plus 4 plus 7 plus 5 plus 2. It's 31 days in the billing period. And then we want to add up our totals in this very last column. 2103.48 plus 3495.31 plus 2201.65 plus 1023.04. So we have 15,515.75, and now we want to divide that by our 31 days to get our average daily balance. And that's $500.51 will be our average daily balance. Okay, so that's the first part. The monthly finance charge. Okay, so the monthly finance charge, they charge 1.3%. So we're going to take times that. This is part A, the average daily balance. Average daily balance. Okay, interest. We want to take the 1.3% that's given in the problem at the top. Okay, 500.51. And that's $6.51 for the amount of the interest. And the last, the account balance for the next billing. So that's going to be this number here plus the interest. So 511.52 plus 6.51. So that's going to be $518.03 will be the amount due on the next bill. Okay, so you can see it's tedious to do this, but it's really not that difficult. So you have an idea, if you have a credit card, how the balance is calculated. And most cards are actually computed on the average daily balance method. So as you go to do the credit card lab, if you're looking for a method on the credit card and it doesn't state it, it more than likely is the average daily balance. So you can simply put that down as the method for computing the interest. Typically that's what is done. Okay, so I think we've covered everything we need to cover in the exercises. So I'm going to stop right here.